Hi everyone, so I'm up 27.32% on my account so far this year, and I think the S&P, I haven't checked, I think it's up 12-13% maybe this year so far. And I just want to go over the market update, the account update, and just kind of see what's going on. And because we have high volatility across the commodities market, so the S&P is up 14.52%. So it will be 14.52 year to date, which is pretty good. We are up 27.32 with no losses, no losing months. And you can pause and go over the trades over here. But overall, I'm still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. Usually when a new month is beginning, there's a lot of volatility. And then towards, maybe the first or maybe second week of the month, things become more clear and we can see way more opportunities. So currently with crude oil, the price has been crashing down. So I just closed the position over here and my previous position, and the price has been crashing down literally, every single day after, aside from today so far. And I've decided to open a few positions on a demo account on all of the products. To just kind of see how I can handle different situations, and it's a good way for me to train. And I'm obviously going to make videos on every single thing that I do to train myself and be able to improve my decision making across all the products that I'm trading. But yeah, with crude oil so far, it's been tanking down, and OPEC is supposed to have a meeting on this Sunday, October 5th. So we'll see what's going to happen. They are supposed to increase their production of barrels per day, and usually the market is pricing in this increase in production. Now, the government shutdown is also helping the price to kind of go down, and we'll see what's going to happen with that. I'm not sure. For now, I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen on Sunday and then go from there. Now we have copper. Copper has been going up like crazy. I've opened a demo position right here, right when there was a piece of news that announced that a mine has been closed. Second largest mine in the world has been closed because it has collapsed basically. So this mine is responsible for 3% of the entire copper supply in the world. So if supply goes down, price will go up, as I obviously predicted, but it's pretty clear. And I should have taken a trade to the upside with real capital. I didn't. I'm more of a neutral trader, so I'm slowly getting into directional trading. But so far, it's been pretty well for me. But yeah, sold the put here. It's already over 50% profit. Clearly, also sold a call on a demo account on October 1st, just to kind of again to see how can I handle a losing position, because they don't really come often to me. So should definitely put more emphasis on training, even though some of the positions are, this is not something I would ever enter on the call side if I know that a copper mine has collapsed and is going all the way up. Now gold is also a position that I sold puts when the price was right here, when there was a piece of news that came out that there's a possibility or another expectation that there might be another rate cut in the end of October. And obviously a rate cut is bullish for gold, and then price of gold went up and up and up. And again, this put is also up 50% in a few days, so pretty quickly. But gold is obviously pretty influenced by this whole situation with the market shutdown and with the rate cut situation. Same with silver. I don't trade silver as much currently because it's pretty much the exact same as gold, and gold is way more liquid, way easier for me to handle. So I'm not really putting any emphasis on silver. Now soybeans, that's an interesting one. I sold some puts right over here. So what happened here is basically Trump posted on social media that he will be meeting with the president of China and talk about China buying more soybeans from the US basically, and because China is a pretty big client of the US, and if China is not buying soybeans from the US, price will just plummet down, which it did. So we'll see what's going to happen. So the meeting, I think, is in 4 weeks. So there are hopes that the demand will appear again, and this is what drives the price upwards currently. And I think it will continue driving the price upwards, and maybe in a choppy trade for up until the meeting itself between Trump and the president and the Chinese president. So we have two more products. We have wheat, which has really been moving just kind of sideways. There's no strong up or down pull. Fundamentally, price should go down. There's no special demand with wheat. It is affected a little bit by the China situation. I'm not sure exactly how strong the effect is, but it is. But overall, there's a massive supply. There's I think oversupply of wheat, so the price has been kind of going down and down and down. We'll see what's going to happen. The fundamentals are not clear for me, at least for wheat. And last but not least is we have natural gas. Again, I sold a put right over here, but here, this is the winter time, and it's really tough to kind of gauge what's going on because it changes from week to week based on the weather and based on how much storage has been built in the storages. So for me, it's just really unclear, and I don't really trade natural gas between September and March pretty much. So this is not something I want to be getting into. Now, in terms of volatility, if you look at volatility, because volatility is pretty high for most products relatively again. So if you look at copper, you look at the 3-month volatility, and now I will discount this because this is the whole tariff situation. The volatility is pretty high relatively from this point up until here. We have pretty good volatility there. Obviously, silver and gold also have a pretty high volatility. If you look at the 3 months, it's definitely on the high range. Gold, I think, has come down actually, so it's a bit lower right now. But obviously, a few days ago, it's been really, really nice. Now we have oil, which is also quite nice. Now, again, I'm not going to count this as our range because we had other developments here that caused volatility to go up. I will count it as this is the previous kind of high. Then the price went up or the volatility went up, and it's also pretty high right now. Natural gas. Let's see natural gas. It's also not bad at all. It's on the upper range, definitely. It's not as high as it's been over here on October 1st, but it's still pretty high. And then we have just wheat and soybean, which have pretty low volatilities. You can see it's all the way down here for wheat, and soybean has been going a little bit up, but still pretty low volatility. Well, this is about it for the market update. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to trade with me, kind of have me mentor you, let me know. Just email me with the email address below. It's a pretty good experience, I think, for everyone, and it's, I guess, my way of really teaching properly what I know and how I work. Thank you again. If you have any questions, let me know, and have a good weekend. I'll catch you in the next one.